Okay, so for this next video, what we're going to do is go back over some geometric terms you need to know, but this time we're going to focus on three-dimensional design. Okay, so remember, the study of the size and shapes of things, that is geometry. We're talking about the relationship of straight, curved lines in drawing shapes. So some three-dimensional shapes you know about are right rectangular prism. Basically, a right rectangular prism is a cube. You can have it drawn like this, and that's a right rectangular prism. It could be a rectangular type, it could be more squarish type, but it's a right rectangular prism. Another one is a right triangular prism. Basically, when you take a triangular shaped base and you extrude it out and you give it some depth, there is a right triangular shape. And a cylinder is basically one where you take a circle and you extrude it and it forms a cylinder. And so that is a cylinder. A cone, pyramid, a sphere, and also a torus. They're also solids that you need to know about. Cone basically means that you take this circle and then you extrude it to a point. So therefore it formed a cone. The pyramid is somewhat similar to that, but you took a square base and you extruded it to a point, and it formed a pyramid. A sphere is basically like a circle that's been spun around off of the center point of it, and it forms a solid object. And a torus, it's going to be hard to draw this one, but a torus is basically a circle that's been revolved around a point, not on it. So it's basically like that's the circle right there, and it was revolved around or something like that, like a donut. A donut's probably a better way to say it. Circumscribed, inscribed, those are two processes in which you make a polygon. The circumscribed method basically means that the polygon is going to enclose a circle so that all the sides are tangent to that polygon. All the polygon sides are tangent to the circle, I should say. The inscribed method basically means the reverse. The polygon is going to be on the inside of a circle. So let's say I was going to make a square. Circumscribed, I'm going to draw a circle first, and probably not a square, but and there's my pentagon. That's a five-sided shape. The inscribed method is basically the reverse. Again, I draw my circle first, but then all of its points touch the circle. So that's the difference between that. One quick thing to note, the circumscribed method also means that you know the distance from one side to the other side, the distance from flat to flat. The inscribed method means you know the distance from corner to corner. Okay? To bisect the line basically means to divide it into two equal parts. Make sure you say two equal, not just say two parts, but two equal parts. Tangent line basically means when you have an object, a line that touches an arc or another line at only one point. Parallel and perpendicular. Parallel basically means that you have two lines that are running very near each other, but they stay equal distance apart. And perpendicular means that you have two lines that come together and they form a 90-degree angle. So I can go over some of these other ones later. But the ones I need you to know that have symbols to them, like I said, parallel and perpendicular. Parallel, if you ever see the symbol that looks like that, that means parallel. If you see a symbol that means perpendicular and it has a little 90-degree angle right there, that's the symbol for perpendicular. The symbol for square, it's a square. It's very good for something like a checkerboard or some board that you have where everything looks square. It will say on a dimension square. A center line, it has a C and then it has an L right inside of it. And so diameter. Diameter basically looks like a circle that has a slash that's going through it. Radius has the R symbol for radius. Notice diameter does not have a D. It used to have DIA, but no longer has DIA. It's now a circle with a slash. A triangle, that should be simple. A triangle, and then an angle, of course, looks like that. Those are the symbols that you need to know for geometric terms in construction. So go through your three-dimensional shapes, make sure you know them.